Good morning. It is a beautiful fall morning. It's a little unseasonably hot here, but it's still fall, and you can see the leaves starting to change. We're going to talk about death and the beauty of it in just a few minutes. How can death be beautiful? That's kind of a strange way to look at it, isn't it? I'm not trying to be morbid or to glorify death in any way, because it is a terrible thing. It is a terrible and awful thing that brings such sorrow to so many people, to all of us, when someone we love passes away. However, if you look at the trees and you see how that occurs, during the fall season, the leaves begin to turn, and they die and they fall off the tree. The tree itself survives, of course, but the leaves, they turn beautiful shades of red and orange and brown and different colors, and they fall and they die. And in their death, they are more beautiful, arguably, than they were in their life. And that's, I think, a very clear metaphor about how we live in our lives. Sometimes we think that youth is where beauty resides. Sometimes we think that the young and the beautiful and the famous, that is what beauty truly is. Folks, what I'm here to tell you is that as we move through this life, if we are followers of Jesus Christ, the older we get, the more beautiful we can become. The reason I say that is He is the author and the perfecter of our faith. When you turn to Jesus, you don't immediately become some absolutely pious, fantastically perfect person. You most certainly don't. None of us reach perfection. But you know, as we go through our own lives, and as we get older, and as we walk the walk with Christ each and every day, He helps shape us. He changes the people we are. Redemption, when we ask for forgiveness, is immediate. But the fact that we wait for ourselves to want the things of Christ more than we want the things of this world, sometimes that takes us a little time. There are things that we just all have to work through. All of us. We all have our hang-ups, we all have our problems, we all have these things that we hold on to when maybe we shouldn't. And God helps us each step of the way. He's the author and the perfecter of our faith. He helps us. So when I talk about death being a beautiful thing, the Bible tells us that precious is the death in the sight of the Lord of His saints. What does that mean? That death is the threshold we cross to go home, to be with the Father, to be with our heavenly Lord that is waiting for us and who has prepared a place for us. So in a way, death can be beautiful. Now, I don't want to die today, and I have a lot of things that I would like to do. And none of us want to go. That's in us. God has placed in our hearts a desire to survive and to move through this life and to accomplish things and see things. And that's all good. But just remember, when you're facing something, maybe an illness or maybe old age or whatever it might be, that death can be beautiful if you know who Jesus is. Even if it's sudden and unexpected. If you know who Jesus is, it will bring comfort to your family like nothing else could. I hope you know who He is, and I hope you're ready, and I hope you have a beautiful life, and then a beautiful death. Have a great day. Be kind to each other. See you next time.